Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I've got a fabulous Pilates class that's all about our booties, our hips, all of those muscles that help keep us upright when we're walking around and help protect our low back if we know that we're keeping them strong. So this is a great one for anyone looking to strengthen their hamstrings, their glutes, those adductors and abductors, those muscles that do all of our side work. So roll out your mat. Let's get started. We're actually going to start on our stomach today. I know that's not our usual go-to, but it's good to change it up. Arrive on your mat. Take your hands nice and wide. Maybe even set your chin on your hands or your forehead. I'm going to keep my head up just so I can keep talking to you. But I just want you to start by bending your knees and taking a little windshield wiper side to side, seeing how that feels in the body today. We'll do another little twist, a little stretch. Take the legs nice and long and reach your right hand off to the side. Soften your shoulder onto the ground and you're going to press into your left hand. Take a little twist. Now if your leg doesn't go all the way over and you just want to do a tiny twist, that's great. If you want to let your left leg kind of fall away, that's awesome too. And just pause for a minute, noticing how your body's feeling today. And then let that go. Slide that hand in, take your other hand out, this time left shoulder on the ground, and take that same twist to the other side. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. And it does not have to look perfect like mine does. Not that mine is perfect, but you know what I mean. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Unravel when you're ready. Bring both feet down. Do take both hands in front of you. And whether your head is upright like mine is, or we soften our forehead to our hands, it's totally fine. But I want you to start by actively reaching your feet as far away as you possibly can and lightly pressing your pubic bone into the ground. Now imagine trying to lift your tummy away from the floor beneath you. Now obviously that's not going to happen. We're lying on our stomach, but that feeling, that activation of pulling the navel into the spine, of turning on our abdominal muscles is what we're going for. Keep reaching your feet further and further away. Sometimes when we start to kind of cinch the waist or turn on our abdominal muscles, we might kind of let our tushy lift up, do a little Beyonce booty moment, but we want to keep pressing our pubic bone down, pressing our feet down, and keeping our legs as active as possibly can be. Now press deeper into your left foot on the floor, the top of the left foot specifically. Take a big inhale. Pick up your right leg. Hold it there in place for a moment. When you lifted your leg, did your weight rock to one side? Can we press deeper into the pubic bone, lifting the low belly up and in, and try and even that out? Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Inhale, very purposefully drop your right foot and immediately pick up the left. Again, take note, did the hips shift? Can we keep them in place? Full inhale, drop the left, exhale, pick up the right. Inhale, drop the left, exhale, pick up the opposite. Just go side to side. And as fast or slow as you're going, it's not about matching my speed. It is trying to keep an even consistency in the weight in your hips, not letting it rock to one side. Now, no hurry, no rush. The next time that we go to pick up our right leg, we're going to keep it there. So lift the right leg, hold. Press deeper into the floor with the left foot and reach your right toe away. Take a great big inhale. 5 times, I want you to lift the heel up lightly and drop it back to the starting place. We go exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. 3 more up, 2 more. Last one, lift, pause. Hold right there, reach the toe further and further away. Take a great big inhale. Big breath out. Repeat that little thing again. A little up, little down. Exhale, little up, little down. For 3 and 2, 1, pause. Hold there for a moment. Imagine I'm holding your ears, pulling your ears away. Someone else is pulling your toe away. 1 more set. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. For 3 and 2, 1. Drop the foot down, pause. Press down into the right foot, lift the left, hold. What happened to the weight in the hips? What happened to the tension in our neck? Can we soften? Can we smile? Same thing from the other side. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale, up, inhale, down. It's not about how high you're lifting your leg or how fast you're going. It's keeping the spine long and straight. It's continuing to pull the navel up and in. Last one, pause. Hold right there. We just don't want to dump forward. We don't want to let our tummy to actively press into the mat. Our pubic bone is. Our belly button is not. And then again, exhale, up, inhale, down. Exhale, up, inhale, down. For 3 and 2. 1, pause. Belly button in, shoulders down the back. 1 more set. Exhale, up, inhale, down. Exhale, up, inhale, down. Last one, pause. Big full breath. Set both feet down. Again, bend the knees like we started. Little windshield wiper. Release the feet. Take your right hand away, shoulder down the back, and take your twist again. Maybe we notice we have more range of motion, maybe less. Maybe we're feeling a little tighter in some places from that action, or maybe a little stronger. Unravel. Slide that hand in. Slide the other hand out. And again, shoulder down. Find your twist. No hurry. No rush. Let that go. Oh, as I run into things. We're going to lie on our side. Now, you can lift your head up a little higher. A lot of times when I do side lying work, I do, but I'm going to keep my head reclined on my arm today. And I want us to make sure that our heels, hips, and shoulders are all in one line. Envision you have a belt around the small of your waist, and then I just loop my finger underneath the belt and I pulled up. That feeling of lifting your side tummy away from the floor is what we're going for. If it doesn't actually lift, it's okay though. Don't worry about that. Hand can be in our hip, in front of us like a kickstand, or we can reach it up to the sky. If you have it up to the sky, imagine there's a wall in front of you and you're actively pressing into the wall so we can keep our arm nice and engaged. Cinch the waist a little bit more. Take a big inhale. Pick up your top leg. Now for me, that is my right leg, but if you're doing the other side, no big deal. I do want your knee right in front of your hip, not too far forward, not too far down, just right, and give your foot a little flex. Now, really think about your side tummy. The side tummy of mine that's closest to the floor is the left side. I'm really thinking about wrapping my left oblique muscle, that left side tummy muscle, up and into my belly. Now 5 times I want you to press through your heels, straightening your leg nice and slowly. And then exhale, tone the tummy, cinch the waist as you pull it in. Inhale, straighten the leg. As you straighten and reach the foot further away, squeeze the thud. And then pull it slowly right back in. 3 more, slow and steady out. Exhale, trim the waist as you pull it in. 2 more, reach it out. If your hand is upright, are you still thinking about pressing into that wall, keeping the arm nice and active? I hope so. Last one, reach it out, hold. Take a great big full breath here. Big sigh out. Think about someone pulling your heel away from you, someone else pulling your ears forward. Press into that imaginary wall if your hand is upright, or make sure your hip is staying in place if it's on your hip. And then from here, 5 times, I want us to reach our foot in front of us and swing it back to the starting spot. Now, as you swing the foot forward, it might not go as far as mine, that's okay. If it stops kind of more in a diagonal, then bringing it up to that 90-degree angle right in front of your hip, that's okay. Exhale, drag the heel back. Send the foot forward, toning the tummy, reaching the heel nice and far away, and then drag the heel back. Notice, can you relax your face a little? Can we smile and soften the chest? You're doing fabulous. 2 more, send the foot forward. And then reach it nice and far away. Now this time, reach the leg in front of you and pause. Hold it in place, flexing the foot. Reach the heel further away, pull the toes up towards your knee. Turn on all the muscles in your legs. Cinch the waist a little bit more, and we're going to circle our foot around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go forward. Imagining still trying to lift your left side oblique, or whatever side of the tummy is closest to the floor. Last time, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a great big breath. Exhale, drag the leg back to its starting place. Send the foot further away. See if you can find more length in your spine, more reach of your fingertips up to the sky. Take a great big inhale, big breath out. Inhale, lift the foot lightly up without letting your side tummy collapse into the floor. Exhale, drag the foot down. Lift it up, drag it right back down. Reach it up to the side. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull it back in. 2 more up. Exhale, bring it right back down. Last one up, pause. Flex the foot a little bit more. Reach the heel further away. Tone the tummy. And again, we're going to circle our leg around right here. If your circles are not perfect circles, that's okay. It's more about trying to stabilize through the torso, activating the glutes and hamstrings, cinching the waist, keeping those tummy muscles working while we move our leg. Reverse our circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale and let it go. Little pat on the tush, and we're going to roll to our other side. Now, just like we set ourselves up on the first side, shoulders, hips, heels all begin in the same place. Lift your side tummy away from the mat. Imagine I've got a finger underneath your imaginary belt and I just pulled up. You're wrapping those side tummy muscles up and in. Pick up your top leg, give it a flex. Now, did you collapse on that side? Can you still lift up? Can we soften the shoulder down the back? Decide where your hand is going to be for this direction. It's okay if you choose something else. You can always do that. No matter where you are, though, think about activating your arm. If you've got it up to the sky, again, imagine there's a wall in front of you you're actively pressing into, keeping those arm muscles working. And then we press our foot away from our body. And then we tone our tummy as we guide the knee back up in front of the hip. Elongate the leg, squeezing the thud as you reach. And then tone the tummy, pull it right back in. Slow and steady, my friend. It is not a big, fast movement. Typically in our Pilates class, when we go slower, it's harder. I'm sure you all know that if you've taken classes with me before. It's not about cardio sort of movement when we're doing this. It's keeping the right muscles active. Now this next time, straighten the leg out and pause. Reach longer through the heel. Lift the low belly up and in, shoulder down the back. Big inhale. Exhale, pull the leg forward and then drag it back. Now you might notice one side has more or less range of motion. That's okay. Hips are different. Maybe we're just feeling a little more fatigued today on one side than the other. What's most important to me though is still that wrapping sensation of your side tummy into the middle of your belly. I'm trying to pull. Now it's my right oblique in towards my navel, kind of cinching the waist deeper. Reach it forward, send it back. Last time, reach it forward and pause. Flex the foot more, heel away, tone the tummy, slide the fingertips up if they're up to the sky, and then start those circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold there. Big inhale. Pull the leg back, pause. Lengthen from your heel through the body, out the top of the head. Slide the fingertips up, cinch the waist a little more, and then lift and lower the leg. Keep it smooth and steady. It's like you're moving through peanut butter. It shouldn't be easy to flop the leg up and down. Beautiful job, my friends. You're doing fabulous. 3 and 2. Lift, pause, turn on the thud, tone the tummy, and then circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go forward. Cinch the waist. Slide the fingertips higher. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, One hold, big inhale, and let it go. Little pat, you're doing fabulous. Pull yourself up to a seat. And go ahead and stomp your feet into the mat in front of you. Hands behind the thighs, roll the shoulders back, sit tall, sit straight. And if we want to keep our hands behind our thighs, that's awesome. If we want to take them away, that's great too. You do you. But we're going to roll down onto our back in a slow and steady fashion. Stomp into your heels, lift a little higher, and then just gently tip off your sitting bones. Slowly bring yourself down to the ground. Walk your feet in as you arrive on the mat. Take your fingertips up to the sky, shoulders down the back, low belly up and in. If we need to set our hands down because we have a habit of rolling the shoulders up and it feels nicer to keep them away from the body, that's awesome. But otherwise, can we keep our fingertips up to the sky for this round? And then press into your heels, lift your hips, and find your bridge pose. Now this is definitely not a yoga bridge pose where we're trying to find a big stretch across our chest. We're drawing the ribs together. We're lifting the tummy up and in. The pubic bone is almost pointing to the sky, and we are squeezing the heck out of our thud, keeping a pencil between the glute and the hamstring if we could. And then from here, all I want us to do is tap our elbows to the ground. Exhale, reach the fingertips up. Tap the elbows to the ground. Exhale, reach the fingertips up. Now this time we're going to tap, and then as we reach, we're going to lower the hips. Lift the hips, tap, lower and stretch. Down and up. Down of the elbows and straighten. Two more. Last one. Lift the hips, keep the hips, and then reach the fingertips. Shoulders down the back, nose points up to the sky. Squeeze your thud a little bit harder. And then take your hands to your hips. This is going to be kind of funny, but I want you to imagine you're pushing your left hip over to the right and then back to center. Push your hip to the left and then back to center. Now the reason I've got your hands on your hips right now is because I want you to be very cognizant that we're not drooping one hip as we go. It's like a typewriter. You're sliding to one side and pulling it back to center. Slide, cinch the waist as you return. Slide, squeeze the thud. Slide, squeeze. One more. Now, this time, hands can stay on the hips if you want to, but I really like to take my hands away from the side here. Press down into your palms. Press down into your shoulder blades. Keep your nose pointing straight up to the sky. Slide your hips to the right. Did one hip droop? I hope not. Drop both hips about halfway down. Slide them over to the left, trying to keep them in place. Lift them straight up. So it's like we're making a little square. We go right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, up. Keep going at your own pace. Now, as you take those little squares, or if they turn into more of a circular fashion, that's okay. Are you still actively pressing down into your hands, your shoulder blades? Are you still drawing the ribs towards one another? Can you cinch the waist a little bit more? Last one, right, down, left, up. Now find center, pause, and we got to go in the opposite direction. So we go left, keep the hips even, drop, keep the hips even, slide it to the right, they stay together, lift them up. Left, down, right, center. Left, down, right, up. Imagine you've got a block or a ball between your inner thighs. Could you squeeze that? I mean, honestly, if you had one handy, you could definitely put it there and make it a little more challenging for yourself if you want to. It's always nice to have something in between the thighs right here so you can make sure we're working those inner thighs just as much as our glutes and hamstrings. Beautiful job, my friends. 2 more sets. Last one. Left, down, right, up. Return center, take a big inhale. Roll all the way down to the ground. Imprint the spine, pull the knees to the chest, circle the knees around. Feel your low back lengthen. Feel your glutes and hamstrings relax a little bit. Stomp your left foot onto the floor and reach your right foot up to the sky. Actively flex the foot. Notice, is your leg turned out or parallel or even a little bit turned in? It's okay. Just notice what's going on, and then I do want you to find parallel. If we can reach behind our thighs, that's awesome. If we need a bend in our knee to do so, that's okay too. But from here, shoulders stay down the back, and maybe take a little tiny stretch. Doesn't have to be the biggest, deepest thing. If you need a band or something to put around your foot to guide it in so your shoulders can stay down, that is always an awesome modification. Eventually cross your right leg over your left and open your right knee off to the side. Now do imprint the spine. Keep the small back down into the mat. Keep your hips even. We've already been talking about that today. And then can you lift your bottom leg up? Now I see a lot of my friends, my students, press on their knee, and that's such a delicate and precious joint. I never directly press on my knee, but if you want to, bring your hand to the middle of your right inner thigh and think about rotating away while you hug your left leg closer to your chest. Take a full big inhale, big breath out, set that foot down, and take your opposite foot to the sky. Again, start with a big flex, stomp down into your right foot on the floor, maybe clasp the hands behind the thigh, maybe take a little extra stretch. It doesn't have to be the deepest one. And then a little cross, a little open. Maybe we stay here. That is a-okay. If you want to, left hand to the middle of your left inner thigh as you pick up your right leg. I like to keep both my feet flexed just so I can protect my ankles. I know I'm not sickling and putting extra pressure on those joints. And I hug my knee into my chest. And I will admit, this feels particularly good. I could hang out here for a while. But as you feel ready, unravel. Pull both knees into your chest. Make yourself a little ball and rock and roll yourself up to a seat. As always, pats on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class, and I cannot wait to see you again.